Do you ever wonder what God is thinking of you right now? I just think it's a fascinating idea that God is, preoccupied with us because he loves us. And he loves you and I no matter what. Even though he may be in the process of disciplining us, he always has this plan of redemption, this plan of drawing us back to himself. I want to read a passage from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25, verses 5 and following, just a little prophetic word to us. It says, "The days are coming. This is the Lord's declaration. When I will raise up a righteous branch of David." That's another way of saying a Messiah. This is hundreds of years before Jesus. God is revealing his redemptive plan toward the Israelites, even though they're being super rebellious. He still loves them. He still loves you. It says, "He will reign wisely as king and administer justice and righteousness in the land. In his days, Judah will be saved. Judah will be saved, and Israel will dwell securely. This is what he will be named." This is what he'll be named. So here's a name of God. And his names, of course, describe how he is, what he feels and thinks toward us, and who he is just in and of himself. And here's this name: Yahweh, the Lord, our righteousness is how the word is translated. Jehovah Tsidkenu. Tsidkenu is the Hebrew word for righteous or justice or right standing. And even though this is given to the Israelites at a time when the Babylonians have crushed Egypt and they are about to totally invade the southern land of Israel, Judah as it is known, and the conquest is about to take place, and they're about to go into captivity for 70 years. It is God's plan, through ultimately Jesus Christ, to bring righteousness, to bring holiness to his people, to bring it to you and to me. Even when we're being, quite pathetic, even when we're being unholy, ungodly, God's intent for us is to constantly demonstrate his kindness and love. And like the Apostle Paul will say, his kindness leads us to repentance. His kindness, what he does in our lives to communicate his love to us, his faithfulness, his covenantal faithfulness, which is really what this passage is talking about, his covenantal faithfulness, the plan that he had in place all these years with Abraham, all down through the great rulers and leaders and then kings of Israel, and then through the whole train smash of Israel and the split of the northern and the southern kingdom with Solomon's sons and all of the brokenness and the decadence. It is still God's posture to bring righteousness. He is Jehovah Tsidkenu. He is the Lord, not only the Lord who is righteous at his core, but the Lord, our righteousness. He brings that to us. That's why when I sin, after I've begun my relationship with Christ, when I sin and I choose to sin, I'm not acting out of who I am now. I'm no longer that person. You're no longer that person because of what Christ has done inside of you. Now, when I do something wrong, I'm acting out of my character now. I'm living according to what the New Testament will call the old nature. And God's constantly trying to work through all of that is going on in my life to bring me to himself more and more, so that I can become more and more like him, like Christ, like Jehovah Tsidkenu. That's what he's up to. And why is he up to that? Because you're the bomb. Oh, you are precious in his sight. but it's because he is who he is, and he loves you with all his heart. He is Jehovah Tsidkenu.